Hi, I'm Melissa from SoGoSurvey, and if you want answers on how to improve your user experience, I've got some questions for you. Keep in mind, we all want answers, and we all need to know what we can do to make improvements for our customers. Are we doing things right? Is it time to pivot? Think about the how as well as what you deliver in terms of the decisions that you might need to make in the future. Keep in mind, when you're surveying your customers, less is more. You've got to know what are the key questions that you need to have answered and then get out of the way. We all want lots of questions to be answered, but take your time. Start with what's most important, knowing that you can follow up later. In which case, focus on the specifics. Touch points that you're thinking about. Are you caring about the specific experience with a certain customer service representative at a specific location with a specific product? Keep in mind, knowing what you want to be able to drill down on later helps you to decide which questions to ask up front. When you want to learn about the experience with employees, focus on questions like this: satisfaction with a specific team member, their knowledge, their effectiveness in helping you solve a problem, or how can we help, how can we get a 10 out of 10 the next time that you interact with us on the customer service front. That's a big one. Another one is customer effort score. This is a huge benchmark that we're looking for. How easy do we make it for our customers to achieve their goals? This is a really big one, especially as a follow-up after a specific touch point. A few options here. How much effort did it take you to get your issue resolved today? How easy was it for you to, for example, place an order for delivery or something similar? And how else can we make your experience as a user or a customer easier? One more to consider, of course, no surprise, customer satisfaction, or CSAT, is a huge deal. If they're not satisfied, they're not coming back in the first place. So a common scale, find out where you're surveying, where your participants are really satisfied with their experience, and your survey helps them to be able to share that feedback with you and also identify where it could get better. So satisfaction with the company, with a specific attribute of their experience, or overall satisfaction with whatever it is today. And finally, NPS is a huge one, of course, too. How likely are you to recommend? On that scale, all the way up to 10, we're talking about detractors, passives, promoters. We want people to be able to recommend us. We've got loyalty and word of mouth, we know, are huge indicators of success, but these are huge ones for us, as we know. So best practices to keep in mind: keep it short and simple, get straight to the point, as mentioned earlier. Don't add unnecessary questions. Especially this is a challenge when you're working with a large group of people who want a lot of different answers to support the work of different teams or different locations. Focus on the common goals that you have here, those core questions that we've just talked about today, and fill in some of the blanks yourself if you can. If you have data population through your CRM or any other databases as well, you can save a lot of time while still maintaining that drill down ability, we'll call it, to be able to slice and dice your data when you are ready to analyze. And then, of course, act on it. If you don't find out any information, you can't act, but it's even worse if you do find out information and you don't act. Find out what you can do and make it work for you. And finally, keep it short, make the best of your touch points, and use that information over time to identify any trends, any hotspots, key drivers that are impacting the customer user experience along the way. You know how this works. Find out stuff, do something about it, and then repeat. If you have any questions, you have any feedback, feel free to explore, connect with us on social media or elsewhere, and let's connect again soon. Thanks so much for joining. We hope you've enjoyed your experience with us today. Bye. Take care.